What's up, everybody? This is McFly back with another episode of McFly's Cards, and it's come to my attention I've never actually answered a couple questions here. And I'm going to go over a few things on why I choose the grading companies I choose. Because I'm asked, how do you choose which cards you're going to send to a grading company? Because there's HGA that I like. There's PSA, obviously, who's charging $150 a card right now. There's SGC, who's at $30 a card, or if you find a group that you might be able to get a better price like I do through Price Collectibles. Thank you, Jeff. Shout out to Price. But for me, those are the three I use. I have some Beckett. I will buy Beckett cards, but I do not like going through Beckett. They have some customer service issues, and I'm not a big fan of their customer service, so I'm avoiding them. So right now, first of all, let me just start by saying PSA would be my preferred choice all the time, every time. At $150 a card, they're not reasonable. There's no way we can afford to send every card into PSA at $150 a card. And then it comes down to my other two choices, which you can see I have them here. We have the HGA, we have the SGC. And it really does depend. For me, if I can't go PSA, I like to go, SGC or HGA. I haven't tried any other new companies. Just don't think it. For those guys who think HGA is a joke, you know what? I just saw the other day a PSA LeBron James rookie card, not this one, the base, his flagship rookie card that went to another grading company because they thought they could get a subgrade, and it came back as faked. And so the PSA 9 that was a fake card. So everyone makes mistakes. It's not just HGA. They're new, so their mistakes are being highlighted. Remember that they all make mistakes. They are human on the other end of these grading companies. The big thing I look for is one that, these companies that are consistent and have a lot of history behind them. So, for me, what I look for first is if I can't send something to PSA or it's not worth sending for $150, I look at the next two companies. Because I would send all my cards to PSA if I could do it for $15, $20 like I have been able to in the past. Like I said. So, for me, it's how it's going to look. And if I feel something can do better with subgrades versus no subgrades. Because right now, HGA is the only one I prefer that does subgrades. So a prime example of it is this card. This card is not PSA worthy. There is actually, you guys can probably see it if I shine it right, a dimple right here. So if I were to send it to SGC, I'm looking at a 9, maybe an 8. Whereas that's a surface error. Everything else on this card looks pretty solid. If I get 9.5, 9.5 on centering, corners, and edges, chances are I get a 9.5 or a 9 with an 8, for surface. That one dimple would take me down. It's not worth sending to PSA. So this is an HGA card, even though I would prefer it to be PSA, and I prefer not to have a dimple. It is what it is. So we're going to do this. We'll set up this. So this is HGA. Stack right here. We'll slide it back a little bit so you guys can see them. I'm trying a new stand here for my phone or for my camera. So, and then we'll make an SGC side here. So without PSA, as you know, the next card here, I think this can make some money. I don't necessarily want it in my PC, but it's a rookie card of a big rookie. It's the Metcalf Titan out of Chronicles. It's this is the Silver Hollow. I would send it to PSA if I could. Like I said, probably give me more. I'll make 70% of what I would on a PSA 10 with an SGC 10, 60, 70%. But still, at $29, you send this to SGC, you're going to make 60, 70 bucks off of it if you get a 10. And it's, trust me, what you're seeing, some of these marks and stuff are on the cases. So don't, hold on. So those are two options. We'll go with another SGC because it's the same card. It's just the orange, number 249. And I'm sending it because if I send one SGC, you gotta send the other one. Those two gotta go. So these are future orders too, just so you guys are aware. I've already looked at them, already reviewed them. One of the other things I think about is how the aesthetics are gonna look in one of the cases. For example, if you look at the SGC cards I have behind you, they're shiny, they're bright, they're offset. The black tuxedo makes the card pop. Good example here. Let's bring this one into the light. That is a gold to 50, and it's a little darker than I normally do, but that gold pops in that, you know. So you're looking at a Reggie Jackson here autograph, and it pops inside that card. So that's a, you know, that's what I look for. Good example. Here's a Jordan Love rookie from Leaf. Look at that shine inside that case. So that's another thing I look for. Is it going to look good in an SGC case? Because darker cards may not look good in that card. Some people will say they like it. Some people won't. It's up to them. So as an example, here's one I sent, and this is a PC card. This is going SGC. Not because I don't think it would look good in an HGA holder, and I could get it for a little bit cheaper, but this is going to pop. And being that it's a Russell Wilson to 49, I have a couple others that are purple from the Chronicles set this year, and it's sharp. So that's another SGC card. As an example, here's one I'm going to do a custom label on. So this is an HGA card. It's PC. I'm not as worried about the grade on it, but I want that label to match. So this is going to get a custom label. And there's an A.J. Dillon gold label. So, I mean, it really is up to you. Go with what you like, what you feel. Here's another one. I can probably make a little bit more money off of it. Hopefully he comes back and is actually playing well. But here's a Tua rookie. I'm sending this one to HGA. I don't know if it's worth the extra $10 to send to SGC. It's in really good shape. I will be able to sell it for a little bit more with grades. And I think they could do a nice little either custom or color match splash label that would fit this one really well. For me, I decided I was going to try something with HGA. I started sending lower end cards. And I've done 2020 Topps base cards and 2020 cards from Topps. And so I'm going to send, I don't have a Louis Robert. This is the complete set variation. So I'm sending this one into HGA just to continue with the HGA tradition of there's a Topps base card in every set I send to them. This next one was one I was in the air on. I have a bunch of Giannis's, as you can see. If you look at the back row, there's 3 Giannis's up here that are all in HGA. But I have some in SGC, and I have some, and I wasn't sure about this one. This is from the Chronicles. This is the the Essentials, sorry. And it's real shiny. It would look great in HGA or in SGC. But I think I'm going to do an HGA on this one just because it'll be interesting to see how they do a neutral match, which is that A.J. Dillon in the back, the white with the colors, neutral card match. So I'm sending that one into HGA. Could go on either way on that one. So obviously shiny cards look really good. I have a few of these other ones. Here is a Peyton Manning from 2006 Topps Draft Picks and Prospects, DPP as they call it. This is the bronze refractor, so it's numbered to 299. It's off center. It's not going to get a 10, but it's an old enough card that if this comes back an 8, I am sitting pretty, and this will go on my PC anyways because I've got a bunch of these cards already graded like this. But I think that's going to be sharp, and that is going to pop in that SGC thing. Like I said, all these would have gone to PSA had I had the money to be able to afford it or they had a lower price. Here's a newer one. This one's out of this year's Prism Baseball. MVP finalist. this is the hollow for the illumination, or the prism. So it is a prism. It's a silver. Once again, bright colors, stand out, SGC label. Get a little bit of money for it if I do decide to sell it and don't keep it. So that one's going to SGC. Another one this year from Spectra, or the Chronicles. Is this? Yeah, this is just Baseball Spectra. The Bobby Dahlbeck Pink Spectra 240. Low number. Think I can move it. Need to get it graded because it'll sell better. It is a little bit of a thicker card, if you guys can see there. So that's SGC. Just feeling that'll do me better in retail wise. And then another one that I think, this is my last SGC that I have ready to go out. At this point, will go well. It's a 2004. This is the Chrome Heritage. Topps Heritage Chrome insert. Albert Pujols. So 1950 is what it's, 56 is what it's numbered out of. Yeah, so this is a insert, low number. Gonna get that one into an SGC label. I'll probably hang on to this. Right now I have the Ichiro Chrome Refractor, which is the 555 at SGC. So those will go to SGC. Probably my next trip into town to go, or into the card shop to go see Jeff at, like I said, Price Collectibles, Greendale, Wisconsin. Go check them out if you're in the area. But that's how I choose. And just as a little example, I feel that this one's getting a custom label. It's the only reason. Otherwise, I probably would have sent this to SGC because I think it would have looked good both ways. But I want the custom label. I want to see what they do with the custom label. This is the Elite Razzle Dazzle short print case hit for Devontae Smith. This is also the photo variation, so it's the high number. A little harder to get. This one's going to HGA. It's going to get a custom label on this bad boy. So, I mean, Heisman Trophy winner, rookie card. Got the rookie logo, short print, SP. I mean, case hit, razzle dazzle. So that one's going. And last but not least, this year's #1 overall draft pick, and maybe the biggest bust right now. I'm gonna send this guy in. This is the Hollow Under the Lights from Legacy. I think I did card match to see how it comes back. I don't remember which one. We'll see when it comes back. It's going out probably in the next week on a 60 days, so I'll see it in 3 months, 60 business days. So 60 is right now actually about 75 because they've had COVID go through their plant, and they're being honest with us. That's another thing. Just so you guys are aware, customer service has a lot to do with how I feel about this. PSA, we know they've got the registry and everything. And they work hard to be consistent. Their grades have gotten harder, so it's harder to get 10s. I got a lot of 9s that I'm very proud of. I'll tell you that right now. SGC, their customer service is pretty consistent. And if you can find, like I said, a retailer that can do bulk submissions for you, probably your best bet. May even be able to save you a couple bucks, at least on the shipping side of things. And then HGA, new in town. I like them. I think their slabs are great. I've got some custom labels coming back soon. Hopefully they're graded. They're getting ready to be printed and slabbed right now. That I've been waiting on for, it's at 67 days right now. So it's even short of the 68 days they said. But I'm not worried about it because it's still faster than PSA. It's in par with SGC, and you get a great product. And I tell you this, every time I've had an issue with them, their customer service. There is one set of cards that I didn't show you, that I've showed you guys before in videos, that needs to be mentioned that they do. And this is something that HGA does. If you don't want to get something graded, but you just want to get it encapsulated, I'm telling you right now, HGA's customer service will hook you up. It's cheaper than normal grading because there's no grading cost. It's basically capped, slabbed and encapsulated. is that right there. It's just a slab, no grade. So what this card is, it was not gradable. If you look at it, I chose to send this one in because it's dented, dinged, whatever. But this is the quarterback from 1987 and 88 season. This is who Don Majkowski, if you're a Packer fan, replaced back in the late 80s, before Brett Favre, before Aaron Rodgers, before Reggie White. This was the guy. We weren't very good, but as you can see, it's actually autographed. When I was a kid, I would go to games because I'm a season ticket holder. My family has been for ages, and get autographs. Well, I want them encapsulated. The cards would grade like crap. These would be 1s and 2s. Some of them have creases. The pen is all over the surface. That's a ballpoint pen. I was 7 and 8 when I was getting these. I mean, I got a punter's autograph. Check that out. Don Bracken, the punter. You know when your punter is getting a card in Topps and it's a standard base set, yeah, you know your team wasn't very good. I mean, Johnny Holland, big linebacker for the Packers back in the day. Pro Bowler a couple times, you know. Got some autographs here, but they weren't worth grading. So something else HGA does. Remember to look those up. That's cheaper too. So there it is, guys. That's how I choose to grade. Like I said, PSA all the way if you can afford it, or if they open up at a lower rate. Best return on value, set registry. I love the registry. It allows you to see what you and other people who are collecting your cards have, as long as they turn the switches on and let you see it. SGC has a good pop report, a little behind sometimes, but pretty solid. And I mean, you can't go wrong with a tuxedo like this on a shiny card. That is just a beautiful card inside that. So, and then obviously HGA, they have the one-off slabs with no grade, and then they do the color match. So this one is a green splash to match the card. Here's a neutral match. There we go. Here's a neutral match as I'm knocking all my cards down. So nothing to worry about. They're encapsulated. Here's the neutral card match. So those are two options. I mean, all of them are good. They all give you consistent grades for the most part. SGC's gotten harder, and with that, that's how I choose. But remember, the most important part is that you enjoy the hobby for what the hobby is, and you don't let other people dictate to you what you need to collect. Go out and collect what you want to collect, because that's what makes the hobby fun. So with that in mind, remember to enjoy the hobby for what it is, and you make it your own, and have a great collecting day.